Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to make a short video this Saturday morning to explain something new, kind of exciting that's happening on our website, panhandlecatholic.org. As per usual, if you want to get up to date with our videos on our YouTube channel, go ahead and click subscribe there. If you want notifications so that it tells you every time that we have a new video uploaded, go ahead and click that little bell beside it, so that way that YouTube knows to let you know whenever we've created some new material. Now, today, this video that I have going here is a really kind of cool thing that I'm a little proud of. It took a little bit of work to get done on, but this is our website that is just kind of our normal panhandlecatholic.org, except for the home screen. The home screen, or the start page here, is a little different, kind of tailored, specialized to the coronavirus crisis that we're going through right now. So when you come to panhandlecatholic.org, this will come up, and you'll see, of course, a little scroller that gives some information here. Of course, this panel here about "Fear not, I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God." This line from the prophet Isaiah, which is so powerful, and it really gives a great richness for us, especially now. It's the message that we need to hear during this crisis, because many people do get very kind of bogged down by all the news and all the things that are happening. The social distancing is taking its effect on people, but we can't let ourselves be afraid. Why? God is with us. And this has been the message for this whole last week. We've had beautiful, all these readings that we've had of the resurrection, and this meditation that we've entered into is just incredible. And we hear over and over again, maybe one of the most reoccurring lines that we hear is, "Be not afraid." The angel says it. Jesus says it over and over and over again. And we hear this theme: be not afraid. Fear not. And Jesus is saying to him, "I'm with you. I'm here. You don't have to be afraid." And he also gives them his peace. And so too, we need to enter into that meditation, because Christ also wishes that peace to reside in our hearts. Now, a little bit further down on the page here, you'll see that there's daily mass. So this, our schedule kind of things here of our videos that we have. Of course, we can't have public masses yet. But if you click on the link there beside, you can go to our YouTube channel. Of course, you're already here. But if you've maybe come about it from a different way, from Facebook or some other way, that, to make sure that you definitely have access to all of that. At the bottom of the page, we have kind of a little selection of them. But kind of draw your attention mostly to this little part here that says special prayers for COVID-19 patients. So if you click on that, it'll take you over to our page, our dedicated page for this. And on this page, we have this was set up really because a parishioner came up to me and asked if we had some kind of space, some kind of place to pray for people who were suffering from the COVID-19 virus. And we really, since our bulletin is not in production, we didn't have really kind of any way to put this information out there. And so it really started me thinking about what could we do. And so I spent a little bit of time, worked up our page here so that we've got something to share with everyone. Now, I would encourage everyone to go by our page, even daily maybe, if not at least periodically, to come check out these individuals. At the moment, we don't have anyone. The point of it is that we're trying to solicit people. This video partially is to inform about that. So we have this little form here, and it says, oops, clicked out on me for a second there. Let's get it back over here. All right. So we have a link here that you can go to fill out, or there's this little button that you can click on, blue and gray here turning. So if you click on that, then it will take you over to our Google form. And in this Google form, you go down here, and there's, of course, a lot of kind of input information. This is how we can get the information to put things on there. Now you'll see there's a lot of required fields here. First of all is your name, your email address, and your relationship to the person. Now you might be the person that's infected with COVID-19, so of course you put that in your relationship to the person. It's me. That I need those prayers. But if you're someone else reporting, this is really important that we need to know this information so that we can verify it. Also, that we need your email, not that we're going to share your email, your name, or even the relationship with anyone else, but we are going to, we might need to have your email address just if there's a problem, if there's a discrepancy, if there's an error in the submission of the form, then that way we can contact you and get that fixed. Kind of the big major point then is down here with these two boxes. So the first one says that I have explicit permission from the person to publicize their name and their medical condition on this public forum. I am personally responsible for any breach of identity issues or violations of any HIPAA codes. I personally absolve the Catholic Church of any and all responsibility as it pertains to the publicizing of this information. It sounds kind of heavy. I know. Yeah, it's kind of the world we live in. But there's really important reasons behind this. You really need to have explicit permission if you're not the person themselves submitting their form. Because even if a person comes to you and says, please pray for me, I have COVID-19, that's not explicit permission for you then to share that information. What they've really kind of brought you in on is something personal. Yes, pray for me. But they didn't say, oh, and also go out and publicize it to the world. There may be some people and individuals who don't want to share their situation. Many of them, are sharing on Facebook and things like that. But you still need to ask them for their permission. Say, our parish is doing this thing. I'd really like to submit your name for it so that people can come there and pray for you every day. That's a wonderful thing. But you have to have explicit permission that you can share this information on our website. In the best of hearts, everyone is trying to do well, and they're trying to, be kind and generous. But we also have to be careful about their situations, that they may not want this necessarily revealed. There may be negative repercussions in their lives. We want to respect their right to their information, their medical history, and their information. Not even our government is releasing the names and information about these individuals who are infected. And so we have, special laws, special rights that must be reserved to the person. And so if they give you explicit permission, that's great, that's fine. All you're doing is you're clicking the box, true or false. So you click it true, that's fine, right? But you're affirming all these things now. The next box down is kind of similar. It says that I furthermore affirm that all the information that I have provided is true and certifiable. I'm personally responsible for this information. Now, this is important as well, right? To say, listen, I know this information and I do take responsibility for that. Yes, I can affirm these things. Now, if either one of these boxes has a false box clicked on it, I don't know why it doesn't just automatically toggle the other one off. But if false is found on any of these boxes, in these submissions, we will not publicize it on our website. It says there in the small print under both of those that, if the false box is clicked, then we will not submit it on our website, but we'll, under professional secrecy, we'll continue to pray here for them. So, for instance, you'll have my prayers. But if you want it then to be public, you need to have explicit permission, and you need to make this affirmation that all the information is true. It's not just kind of hearsay, or it's not conjecture. For instance, if somebody says, well, I think I have coronavirus. Well, do you want me to add you to our church prayer list for that? Yes. Well, okay. As far as you know, the information is true. But you're not just going to start saying that random people have the coronavirus. We're not going to put that information out there. So almost last of all, comes up with the name of the actual person who needs the prayers. And so to go ahead and put their name in there. Then we have these different options. of a petition prayer. You're petitioning for the health of someone who's infected with the coronavirus. We have intentions or intercessions, I'm sorry, for those who have deceased, have died from the coronavirus. And this is something really important to be aware of. Maybe we don't really think about it very often or consider it much, but those with the those who die from the coronavirus, the family members are in a really tough situation. Not only has their family member died somewhat unexpectedly from this virus as it's moved quickly, but they've also, then when we want to have a funeral, are unable to have a meeting of more than 10 people. So there are certain restrictions on them, and so that it hinders their ability to mourn as they might normally do so. So it's a really tough situation. So we're praying for them, and we're also going to extend that prayer to their families. So Thanksgiving, of course, we want to give thanks to God for anyone who's had the coronavirus and has now been healed from that. Has come out on the other side. We want to give thanks to God for all of those blessings there. And finally, gratitude. Those nurses, doctors, those researchers, anyone who has helped out to really that works hard and diligently for the health of our people. We want to give prayers of gratitude to God, and especially ask for them special wisdom and special energy that they might continue these good works. Now, going back to this website, our website here, we've pull up the interaction screen for it so I can do something with it. When we get these submissions, I'm sorry, something else I forgot on the form. When it asks for the name of the person, there's also the email address that you can send a photo to. Really highly encourage you all to send videos, a picture up as well, so that we can put them in here. There's something about it that, we want to pray not just for a number that we've been doing. We don't just want to pray for a name, but we also want to pray for somebody that we connect to. And photos are a really great way for us to pray, to see that person and to pray for them. So we have these sections here: the infirmed, the recovered, the deceased, and the medical. Those people who have been so instrumental in health and healing of everyone. So whenever we get those submissions, and we've checked to make sure that those boxes are clicked correctly, then we can put them up here for people to come and pray for them. So it's just a little thing that we can do, certainly in this time. We pray, and there seems to be some good indications that we are starting to come out of this, but we also want to continue those prayers and these good things. And so join me in praying for all of those who are sick. Even if you don't see anyone up here, if there's no specific person up here, remember, just make a little reminder to yourself, maybe even daily, as you stop by the website, to pray for those who suffer, and especially those who are working with those who suffer. And so, this day and all days, may this greeting ring true in your lives. God with you.